The heartless breed, I start to grieve around your spars and beat. You start to bleed, I laugh and spark my weed and scar your deed. I carve your meat and chop your ears off just like Marcus Reed. Burn your third degree, the worst degree of torture flavor. I scorch your brain up and throw you in the slaughter chamber. Burn you in the fucking flames of my lawless nature. The flawless hater, organ taker, pain orchestrator, war creator. Break your fucking jaw and saw your face up into little pieces. I make you eat your inner feces. Seek your weakness, suck your soul like killer leeches. Make you leak your inner secrets, the darkest thoughts. I light the torch and let the fire scorch your entire corpse. You beg to stop but I decline to pause. Stab you with an iron fork, then slice your jaw with tiger claw. Precise
I leave my dirty damn hostile, feeling hostile. Gonna shot a draw, gonna move the shot up, but I clock a better move soon as it pops up. See this tonk yard, I've seen before. Got peas galore, 3 cars and more, a basement and 3 floors. The family smiling happy at the door. They invite me in, offer me food, they can see I'm poor. Say I can work there 12 to 4 to earn some dinner and a score. I tell them sure, work a week to keep it sweet. Next day I run up in there waving heat, handcuff and duck, take the dad, pop his youth. I don't give a fuck, chop off both his hands because the rings were stuck. Pull up a chair and sit him in it, make him witness my sickness. So then his missus strolls in, my pole swings and kills her straight. Her corpse gets red, he watches through his iris. Blood, she can't even scream because she's lifeless. Pick him up, dash him in the boot of the car with his 3 other children, all still with beaten hearts. I drive him far from the yard to a house I've stolen recently. Force feed them to keep them living, cause blood, they ain't dying peacefully. Wait a couple days, then I beat him savagely. Cut off his balls with a butter knife, the opposite of rapidly. He passes out, I stitch up the wound, set up my plan for when he comes to. Yo. His eyes open, praying it was just a dream. But he's chained up in my basement, looking at his kids on TV screens. I injected daughter with AIDS, coached up his son, gave him a gun, locked them both inside a cage. They killed himself or died slowly whilst he watches and shares the same fate, or goes crazy, wondering what I've done with his 8-month-old baby. I left the yard and raised the baby as my slave. Made him think he was my child, but mentally abused his brain. Made him work to build my reverend kingdom. Who am I? My name's England.
What the fuck, this is torture. You'll get sliced and diced and chopped in half twice. Watch out for your wives, this is rape torture. Watch out for your young daughters, getting raped with knives. This is slaughter, getting skull fucked through your eyes. Pussy lips getting circumcised. Watch out for raw guys that will tie you to posts with rusty ropes, leave you in pools of blood and chunks of meat. Looking at your sawn off hands and feet, trying to hold your sliced throat. Decapitated head like the goat. I yet for survival, cannibals sacrificing humans to gain ratings from their masonry rivals. Soldiers under strict orders, you're getting captured and tortured, lined up and shot if you cross certain borders. So who's pulling out the borers? Castrated, decomposing, body stank. Who's pulling out the big shanks? Man's getting tortured for the money in the bank. So who's pulling out the shetties? You're getting chopped up like pieces of wedding confetti, slashed in your belly like cesarean sections. You're getting tortured with a million weapons. Don't ever be forgetting, in this fake society with real shit is hidden from the people. This is just certain sagas of uncontrolled violence and evil, events that happen in the ends on the killings of biblical deaths. Electrical chairs and gas chambers taking the last breath, cause these are the devil's chambers and we're just guests as my lungs get tortured with cess.
Every bingo pay for their vice. These are the rules of the afterlife. Every choice you made was a conscious decision, a roll of the dice. And now you pay your highest price for every mistake you made twice. And the people you entice for all your spite, betrayal and strife. And you were disguised when you left your fucking fellow beings in strife. Now God's transforming your metaphorical being into a lice. Align your life with the parasites and the trice. You get spliced and sliced in a heist for your poltergeist. Descend to the plane where there's only black flames as your light. The torture will get you tortured and distorted by the remains of Prometheus and Christ. Implement you with the most satanic of device. The sorcerer with the formula to widen the base to the size of a rich man's corridor. Pump you a morphine and pulling your skin off your face like a coroner. It's worse than ending up on a Bulgarian hostel as a foreigner. Open your scalp directly to reveal your vein and perform massive water torture. Make you bleed out your ears and nose trapped in a scavenger's daughter. Watching you stamina quarter, cut down the length of your arms and stitch your legs to your shoulders. Cut you kosher, looking like a hemophiliac menorah. Force initiated in demonic disorders. Nominated a Masonic human sacrifice in the northeast corner. Invert your aura, the chakra withdrawal with boras. Necronomicon spawn on your loved one's stitch parchment sepultura. Chanted by a mute read over an eternal ensemble of horrors. This sight causes you to gouge out the windows of your labyrinth. This is an eternal black Sabbath. Auschwitz, we can see vomited burgundy eaten aside by maggots. Eternal agoraphobic panic. You're using your own nails to rip open your larynx. 6 million ways to die, and you'll have them at random. With a knife with a black and white hilt engraved the 4th and the 6th pentacle of Saturn. Anoint you with the blood of a female virgin albino with the juice of a pimpernel in the chasm of absence. This is beyond what you can fathom. Rip you apart atom for atom. Scorch your bones in the pit of punishment Fahrenheit. Bore the prop out your side to one protoplasm. All the limbs you have left are phantom. He tried to bite his tongue in a spasm. You're not allowed to die yet. By exorcism. Linked rays scorned by hundreds of thousands of millimeter incisions. Infernal regions on earth like slavery. Unit 731 and the Spanish Inquisition. Every part of his body's composition through mouth, so he can speak his transgressions. Frenzy of jukes, TGM 1412 and lithic acid, dimethylamine in an injection, so we can see how in different dimensions. That was a fucking vivid section. Now this is the dissection.